Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Hello, will be my first viewer. Good afternoon. It's been a long time on live stream. Data subscription has been kicking me here and there, but still, we are here. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. This is Heritage Mama. Welcome to my live stream. For those that will be catching up with the replay, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know that this will be a great one today, to be an impactful one, and I pray that everything go everything goes on well, right? I'm expecting as much people as I can on the live stream. Yeah, so our guests will be joining me soon. So hi, if you're already watching me, please tell me hi in the comment section. Let me know whether you can hear me clearly. Let me know before my guests join me on this live stream. Hello, hi, hi. Let me just share this on my community post before we go on. Community post. I quickly want to share that. If you are in, can you say hi? Let me know whether you are in, can hear me. And as you are coming in, please double tap on your screen to like this video. As you are coming in, double tap on your screen. Hi, Akin. Thank you for joining. Hope you can hear me clearly. As you join, please double tap on your screen. Ensure to share this link with one or two persons. Ensure you share it probably on your status or something so that every other person are going to join it. I quickly want to do that also now. Hello. Yeah, thank you for joining. So today we are discussing something very, very significant that everything Mama talk about motherhood, marriage, and relationship, and in the space of motherhood, we are talking about the children today. So we want to know how to secure their future better, and we are making insurance simple on this live stream today. So as you join, please just tell me hi. Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me where you're watching me from. Ensure to please share this link with one or two persons so that they are going to join in. And as you are joining in, do well to double tap on your screen to like the video and also share. I still want to share. All right, I came from Lagos. Thank you for joining. I'm waiting for our guest to join in soon. But before he comes in, I want to know. I think a few minutes ago, also speaking from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you. Please double tap on your screen once you join in. Double tap on your screen once you join in. Our guest will be joining us before you get to join in. Yeah, so I'm trying to fix as many people as possible. Please share the link with people. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. It should just join up. It will join up soon. Yeah, it will soon join up. We are going to figure it out. I can thank you. We will join up soon. I had to come live by 1 p.m. This was the scheduled one. so that I won't have to start over again to do the settings. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, over the month of September, we did, August, we did a lot, and September also, we are trying to put things together. I think yesterday I dropped a video which is already through, and I'm already getting feedback here and there. So if you have not done that, if you have not watched that latest video that I uploaded, please do well to do that. Check up on the video and give me a thumbs up once you see it, because I did a DIY decoration, then one or two celebrations there. So if you have not watched this, do well to watch. But just joining in this heritage mama, I talk about motherhood, marriage, and relationship. So if you're joining in, thank you for joining. If you are catching up with the replay, thank you for always coming back to watch my video. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as many as that are in already, I celebrate you. Thank you for joining, and our guest will be joining in soon, where we'll be discussing on how to secure the future of our children using insurance. You know, insurance is a whole lot of things. So I don't really know much about it, but our guest will be doing justice to that. So I don't want to start it at all. So what we are discussing today is how to secure the future of the children using uh, insurance. Yeah, using insurance, we are doing a lot to save many unforeseen circumstances anyways, but we are not saying otherwise. We know that everything is going to work out well for every one of us as much as we desire. So please do how to stay tuned on this live stream, and we are going to enjoy it. Our guest will be joining us in a minute. Our guest will be joining us in a minute. Yeah, thank you so much for joining in. To everyone that is here already, I celebrate you. To everyone catching up with the replay, I celebrate you already. I know you guys will be joining in also. Whether you're watching me live, whether you're catching up with the replay, I know you'll be joining. Everything Mama have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel. Please do well to visit my YouTube channel and watch one or two videos, drop your comments, and let me know your feedback from that. So our guest will be joining us in a minute. I think so. Joining us soon, and we start off with the discussion on how to secure the future of the children using insurance. You know, even me myself, I've come here to learn today. I think I'm supposed to have my pen and to have a device to type it in. So that I'm going to get that. So Aki, welcome. Thank you for joining. Aki, welcome. Ruben, thank you for always joining on my live stream. I'm so sorry I didn't know that. Ruben, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And our guest is right here with us. Hi. Hello, Mr. David. Thank you for joining.
Hello. I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry I'm looking dumb. It's just because I'm new here. So good afternoon, our dear host, and thank you for having me on the call.
Thank you for joining. I really appreciate your presence, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much for coming to share in your wealth of knowledge with us and to make it better for every parent. As we said while we were discussing yesterday, I'm also here to learn one or two things, because nobody's an island of knowledge. If you don't know it, you don't know it. That's it. So we are here to learn
Exactly.
from you. And our guest is here, Mr. Fabola. Thank you so much. Anaki, thank you. I really appreciate you on this. Thank you for putting this together. Thank you, Mr. David, for coming. And I'll just leave you to introduce yourself to us. Let me know more about you, Mr. David. Can we meet you, sir? Let my audience know you. At least I know partially. So let the audience also know you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. And firstly, I
Good
would
afternoon.
say big and much thanks to our host for having us on this conversation and into your space this afternoon. And it's just to say that for everyone who is listening right now, we definitely value whatever it
Lisa,
is you're about.
and we want to hear you more clearly. We want to hear you more clearly.
Can you hear me more
It's a
clearly
little,
now?
a little bit down. Yes, sir.
How about now?
It's still a little bit low. Just help us. Just project more. Thank you.
A little louder than hello. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is much better now, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So like I was saying, firstly, thanks to you for having us on your channel. This means a lot, and then it means everyone that is tuning in as well. It means this is important to them. So I would say maybe big thanks to everyone for tuning in and everyone. So now my name is David. I'm a financial consultant, and what I do is I help individuals and families like everyone. Doesn't matter from anywhere, be it in the country or outside the country. As long as I'm Nigerian, we help plan towards two of life biggest financial goals. That is towards our kids' education, which is towards their tertiary education, which is their university, be it in the country or outside the country. The whole point is to plan towards their tertiary education bit by bit to ensure that when it gets to that point, there's more than enough to navigate those times and it does not have to come as a stress for you. And also towards our own personal comfortable retirement. But like I know we are focusing more today on child insurance and why that matters to us. So it is okay if I proceed with everything else.
Okay, sir. So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We want to also know, how do you start working on this? Like, should we call you a consultant for children insurance or just general insurance? Just general financial consultant. So we
It's
want to
a
know that.
It's a general financial consultant. I do a lot of things. It is based to maybe you are planning towards building a house, or you're planning towards buying a house, or you're planning towards traveling out of the country. It could be whatever it is you're targeting. It could be you putting in an entire lump sum. It will be you wanting to save bit by bit. It's diverse. But like you said, you invited me today to speak towards child insurance. But it's a lot of things. It is just towards basically on investment and how you want to plan your money.
Okay. So say that you have passion for people to get more organized about their thing and plan ahead of time. Can we say that?
Most definitely, yes, you can say that.
Okay. Thank you for joining. So we want to really know, want to know what is exactly is it about child insurance? Can you just tell us more? What exactly? We'll still definitely have other things to ask about this, but we want to know what exactly is it about doing insurance for the children. You know, this children doesn't know anything, and you just feel like, am I wasting money to keep for these children or something? So, what exactly is it about the child insurance?
Okay. So you said what exactly is it about child insurance? So now in simple terms, it is just having a safety net and a ladder for your child at the same time. So now
Mr.
this
Adrian,
safety net ensures.
Mr. David, I can hardly hear you myself. I can hardly hear you, so I cannot really get to.
Okay, I will just have to pick up the phone. How about now?
It's getting better.
Now? Is it much better now?
It's better. Yes.
Okay. So like I said, you said what is child insurance. Now this is just in simple
Yes.
terms. It is like having a safety net and a ladder at the same time for your children. So now it is now this safety net ensures that if anything happens to you, your child still has that future intact. Whatever it is you've planned for him, whatever you've envisioned for him, maybe you've envisioned for him to go to a private university in the country, or you've envisioned for him to live a good life while he's growing up, or you've envisioned for him to go to Harvard University. That is what child insurance means. It means the ladder continues steadily, regardless of what happens in life, regardless of if life throws a curveball at you. So it is just a simple
Okay.
structure put in place by saving and building a fund that will be there when your child needs it. And there are a lot of key benefits. One is the protection. Your child is protected.
Uh-huh. That should be my next question to you also. That what are the benefits of doing this?
Okay, now the benefits is there are three different benefits. Now, firstly is your money grows. That's for sure. Now, aside that, it also comes with a protection for yourself, you as a mother. and also a protection
Okay.
for your kids as well. Now,
Okay.
let's start with protection for yourself. I'm talking about in terms of critical illness. We have seen a lot of things happen in families where when they are critically ill, then from there on out, everything goes into shambles. Go ahead with their kids' education, or perhaps maybe I'm talking about illnesses that dig into the pocket, the likes of cancer issue, liver issue, kidney issue, and the likes. Now, I'm saying there's a cover for that as well, and this is an a all-in-one plan, irrespective of what life throws at you. Your child still goes to that school. Now, this plan says it doesn't matter how much you're putting in every month. If you're to be critically ill, when you're critically ill, there's no way you can continue making your savings. And I know there's a lot of plan out there that does not suffice for this kind of incidences. So now it's saying that, okay, if you're to be critically ill during the time of the policy, you are still going to have to take your target amount. Now, I'm saying, for example, maybe you have saved just maybe 100,000 naira or 200,000 naira. And maybe your target amount in the next 14 years or 15 years for your kid is to receive 4 million or 5 million naira. Like I said, this is a demo. This is just an example. So it says it doesn't matter how much you've saved in it. If you're to be critically, you do not have to dig deep into your pocket or have to resort to GoFundMe like others do. It means you're going to get your target amount paid to you immediately to ensure you keep living well, and then you can still keep on living, and then make sure that your kids are still going to that school you want them to go to. Now, that, like I said, there's three things. I listed the first one, and the second one is the protection for yourself. Now, the protection for your child as well is now. I know we like to say a lot of God forbid and God will do this and that, but in the sector that I'm in, if you do not plan, there's absolutely nothing. You're literally planning to fail. We will
Very
put God
true.
first, and I'm sure, very sure, in the Bible also it says that if you don't plan, I just I can see a lot of examples in the Bible. I don't want to get into that. So now it says in terms of death. Now let's say death occurs to the parents, either one or two of the parents of the kids. Now that doesn't derail the child's future. 100% guaranteed, the future is still going to get to where we want him or her to get, so long as we've made plans for them. So he said, irrespective of how much you've saved also as well, the target amount will be paid to that kid to ensure that he still grows up living well. He doesn't have to be thrown from home to home. Or have to we know how it is in this country when you lose your parents and you don't have to pay your school fees and all. So that says the plan is still there, securing them for their future.
Okay. Now, thank you for this because and thank you also, Aki. Aki said he helped us to summarize what he said. He said children insurance is like having a safety net and a ladder at the same time. Yes, that's the same thing our guest said. And Ambassador Shara said that's very correct and also means planning ahead. But do you know that many people think that insurance is mainly for adults or insurance is mainly for property. We just used to hear, do you insure your car? Do you insure this? What is it about it that they were thinking that it's only for adults or it's only for property? So I just want us to, that's why we are really here to make more empathy and also to make it clear that about this child insurance of the thing that it's really worth it and all that. But still, thank you, Mr. David, for that. You really well to explain to us what it means and also the basis of it for us to know. So now, why should every parent consider insurance for their children? You already explained it that for to avoid unforeseen circumstances, right, sir?
Yes, now let me buttress that point. Now let's say you as a mother now. Let's paint a picture. Let's paint a very bright picture now. You say, okay, I know what I'm about to say now. You might say God forbid and the likes, and that's okay. No, none of us want to die. Even me that I'm speaking to you, we're eventually going to die, but it's not very soon. So now let's say like I one thing is definitely sure. You don't know how poor you are until you are hit by one terminal illness. We've seen it
Hmm.
happen to a lot of people. You think you are secure, and then until maybe one just illness. I'm not talking about typhoid or malaria now. One terminal illness comes, and then you know how poor you are. You outsource everything, you sell, you beg, you do GoFundMe, and then people eventually die. I've seen those cases happen a lot of times. I had a colleague that also had a brain tumor, so I know what it does in first hand. I do not have to speak about anyone else's story. I've seen it happen in real life. So now I'm saying, okay, now let's imagine in worst case scenario is when parent passes away. You have seen it. I know you have a story about one or two, but when you've seen their parents pass away, even when we're in maybe secondary school or the university, we know how everything got derailed. They had to either drop out and not be able to further education anymore. So I'm saying this is a plan that you can pick up to ensure that even there is no matter what life cupboard the life throws at you, the plan is secure. Your child's future is secure. He's still going to go to that school you want him to go. Whether you are critically ill or not, you won't get that money to tend to your illnesses and then still keep on living and then keep on paying for your child's school fees or making sure he doesn't feel left out of it. And this look at it now. This is a plan that with a little structure. Now I'm talking about people like to think when they hear insurance, they think maybe it requires millions or maybe it's only rich people that do it. And
There's
there's
a
one thing about
community
this.
that goes be practical example so that everybody will know that they can actually afford it. Just like you were telling me yesterday, and I was like, wow, that sometimes many of us will think is this big money we need to keep and all that. Then also people are thinking of the safety of that. Then you're able to tell me one thing or the other yesterday, which we will still talk about you monitoring it yourself and all that. If you can remember that. But now we want to talk about say from your experience, what are the most common mistake parents make about insurance? Have you seen any parents that make this particular mistake about insurance? Probably, I don't know whether it's misconception or something. Do you get me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, not just one, not five, not 10 cases. You see, what it is about us is people don't know what they don't know, and there is
Eh,
a difference between trying to learn and then you just block the entire head space on. You think this is not going to happen. You think this is not real. It's just like the company I work for. When you say that this will happen and this, happen, people will doubt it. That one's for sure. But the thing now is, it is your own. How do I put it? It's your own chance now to then go out there, make your findings, and see how true it is. Because there's one thing for sure: insurance works. And now I've seen it in case of people that people. I mean, I don't want to say make their cases maybe like an examples, but I've seen people they were adamant on it doesn't work, and then they eventually die. And then I
wow.
see even the family member or whoever that picks up their kids, I saw they get treated. So now, if you say it is in your own hands, it is in your hands entirely. You've seen this, you see that it works, then pick it up for your child as well. And we are not, like I said, I'm just reiterating now. Nobody's saying you're going to die. Nobody wakes up tomorrow and get hit by a Dangote trailer. Nobody wakes up tomorrow and get hit by this or maybe fall off and then just sleep in the bedroom and die. But I'm saying, okay, realistically now, you're going to live long. So even with you living long, what plan do you have in place? Are you going to wait till when they're ready for university and then it's going to cost you more? Do we have the 20 million to pay for their school fees now? What's it to say that in the next 10 years we're going to have that same 20 million to pay for it if we do not make plans for it? My phone is about to go. So yeah, that's just it.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Hope you got a power supply, right?
No, you can see there's lights. It's just my phone. I just have to
Oh,
plug it in. Okay.
it's so now I want to ask the question: at what stage in a child's
Okay,
life
go on.
should parents start? Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you
At
very
what
clearly. Yes, I can.
stage, or as a professional, at what stage should parents start thinking about insurance for their child? At what stage?
Immediately after they are born.
So fast?
See, the thing about this thing is, I could say something before then, but then you doubt it because most of my clients are people that do not even have kids yet because they understand the value of planning for your kids. I know that the earlier the better you start, the lesser it costs you.
Hmm.
Now I'm saying the best time to start is when you had that kid. Now the second best time to start is right now.
Now that we are hearing about it,
Now that you are looking at me, I'm looking at you, and you are hearing me.
okay, okay. So It can be start it can be started before the child is born, or you advise immediately after, or even
After it,
parameter is not immediately. We can start now.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Just be talking to me. Oh,
To the
talking to
person that said no death here anytime soon, amen. Even me, I'm praying it with you too, amen. No death anytime soon, amen. I think I'm understanding how YouTube works now, so I'm saying it.
you.
So
That
okay,
is so. Now, I want us to take practical steps now because we are trying to be fast about this now. Said, what type of insurance plan are available for children in Nigeria and even in Africa? You can just help us. What are the plans? You can, based on where you work with Leadway Insurance. Can you just help us? Every company have the way they break it down. Every company have how they do it. But now you work with Leadway Insurance. What are the categories of of insurance for children do you have? Then, is there anyone that is for people outside Nigeria? If you are not in Nigeria, do you guys do for people outside Nigeria, or those people there they don't need this? Because more of my viewers anyway, just because of the time of the day that we have, that's why we are not really getting much. But I'm sure that people are going to catch up with the day. Now, is is it that there are some packages for people in Nigeria, people outside Nigeria, or what are the plans? If you can help us break it down so that we are going to know how we will be able to do it.
okay. Now the plans are the same for everyone. There's no different plan, and the only thing that makes them different is every family has their unique situation. Now, if I could ask you, you would tell me your kids' level of education. That makes it unique to you. Your kid now could be in it could be in nursery two, nursery three, and primary one or primary two. I don't know what the level of education other parents' kids are. So that's I said that they are unique. So, but now let's talk about the prices. It does not. It is not. It is available to everyone. Now the minimum amount is 10,000 naira, and it is made easy that you could put in your money every day to ensure that everybody
Okay,
is capable to pay or make plans for their kids. Which is I'm saying you could make a savings of 500 naira
every day.
daily to ensure that you meet your target status quo or meet the target amount rather. So now I'm saying if you are doing 10,000 naira a month, if you pay that once and your account is set up, you get an app. So that way you get to be making your savings every day. You could even pay ahead. Now I don't want to go outside the question you asked. You also asked the question that said outside the country. I have a lot of clients in the UK. I have in Kuwait. I have in I think Togo as well, and the US.
Okay,
It is anywhere you are. It is when you understand there is a different layer of protection this plan offers, and then being diverse in your investment, so anyone can pick it up. It does not. There is no anyone can pick it up. No matter how much you take. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you are a salary earner, you are a trader. You can pick it up. I have a lot of traders also as well. So it is just if you understand and then you value. And I know there's no one that is not tuning into this right now that doesn't value their kids' future. So that answers that.
okay. Hmm. So it's not as if they plan for one particular person. It's in variety. Anyone you want to pick up, right?
Yeah, to make it simple, it is what you want that we're going to do for you. If you want to pay
Okay,
10,000 naira monthly or 50, let me just a second, please. If you want to do 100,000 naira, a million naira monthly, we'll do it. If you want to
okay,
do 50 million naira annually, we'll do it. Is what I do. So now, if you want to do 10,000 naira monthly, we'll do it as well. It is to say that everybody is making plan for their kids according to their pockets. And his plan is as flexible as time goes on. You could increase your input, so your target amount would also be increased. The whole point is having something in place right now. And to reiterate, when I said the earlier the better you plan, that's why I said the best time to plan is when you give birth to the kid. Now, let me say, for example, I have a son now. Maybe, okay, let me just say now, my wife is pregnant. She's to give birth. If she gives birth now, it means it will take the kid 16 years to get into university. I'm talking about in the country now.
Yes.
Now, compared to my son that I gave birth to 3 years ago, it's going to take him
Okay.
14 years to get into university.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I said 14 years, 13 years rather. So now, this is my drift. Now, saying the son I gave birth to now and the son I gave birth to 3 years ago, if I were to put in the same amount, I'm not going to get the same amount in the next 14 years and to compare in the next
Yes.
16 years. So now, let me say, if I'm targeting my child, I want my child to go to a school, maybe let me just say the entirety of my child now's university school fees is 5 million naira. I'm saying, for example, it could be 5, it could be 10, it could be 50, it could be 100 million. For example, it will take my child 10 million naira to go into school into the university. Now, if I do that calculations by 10 million naira divided by 16, which is the 16 years, and divided, can you do that with the calculation on your phone so you see what I'm saying?
I want to try it now. So you said 10 million naira.
Now, I'm just saying, for example, now it will cost my child 10 million naira to go to university in the next 16 years. Now, that's the child I just gave birth to
Okay.
like a month ago. Now,
Yes.
do 10 million naira divided by the 16 years.
I divided by 16. That's 625 per year. Shey? Six
Yes.
hundred and
Now,
twenty-five thousand per year.
do that divided by 12. That is per month. If I'm going to make the savings per month,
Okay. Divided by 12. That is 52,083 naira per month.
42,083 naira per month. Now, to put into perspective, now let's say the kid I gave birth to him 3 years ago, and now I want to target that same 10 million naira. It's still going to cost me that same 10 million naira. Now do that same 10 million naira divided by 13 years.
By 13 years.
Like I said, I already gave birth to that kid 3 years ago, so he's already 3 years old.
That's 769,000 plus.
Now, divided by the 12 months,
64,000 plus.
you see that it is costing me more to start now than it would have cost me 3 years ago. But now, this is not to scare anybody off. And like I said, the best time to start for the plan is when we give it to them. The second best time is right now when we're speaking on this call. Now, this is not to disqualify or maybe to make anybody feel bad. Whatever figures that were called on this video, maybe 40 something thousand, that does not apply to you. It's entirely how much you want to put in. So I'm
Yes.
saying with as little as 10,000 naira, you can pick up the plan. That ensures that you at least have something in place. Even if it is not up to what you are going to be using to pay their school fees when their time comes, at least you know you have to pay a school fees of 5 million naira and you have 2.5 million as cash at hand as an entire lump sum. That eases your stress. I mean, how would you feel when your kid comes to you and says he has gained admission to the university, and then you tell him you don't have money for it? So these are the benefits of it all.
Mm. Mm. So now I understand you now. I understand it better than before. Like, but you said I can be remitting it daily if I want. Now, if I come to you as a person, just make me as clear now. If I come to you as a person, I have a 3-year-old that is in nursery one present now, and I come to you that I can only afford 10,000 naira. How will I go about it? From your end in this way? How will I go about it? I will document it right then. You talked about an app to monitor it. How will I be able to? Then also, what if I'm not learning? How will I be able to handle it if I don't really know too much about how to handle
Okay. I believe now about learned or not, I believe everyone has it, even if it is the small or the smartphone. We do. I like to think most of all do. Now, and I know maybe the way our parents handle smartphones are different from the way we handle them. We know it more than them. We can navigate more than them. Understand that as well. So now let me say, now in terms of how you can get the app. The app is on Play Store and App Store. You can look it up right now. It is My Life Plus. So
My
now again
life
about
plus.
My Life Plus. Yes, it's on App Store and on Play Store. Can you
Okay, I've seen that. Oh, literally,
they can know
I've seen it.
My Life Plus? Yes. So the thing is, when you make your first payment, which is 10,000 naira, you get incepted. That takes about a week and a half, because everybody has to do their. It has to go to the proper channels for you to be verified and all. It's just like when you are setting up a bank account. Now the thing now is you will get your policy number. And that one is just something specifically to you. When you get your policy number, you log into the app. Now, in terms of how you can make your savings daily, like I said, now you've set up your account to say you want to be paying 10,000 naira every month. And when you set up the account, you get your policy number. You also get a personalized virtual account. Now,
Okay.
that account, wherever you input it, wherever it is inputted, it will show legal assurance, your name, and then your policy number. So
And then there'll be the alternate.
the policy holder's name, I'm making an example now that it is you that picking on the account. So it is your name that will show up on it, not the daughter's name. And
Okay.
the policy holder, you are the one taking care of the account because you are the one making the payment. It's not your daughter that's making the payment. But in your the question you about the or the question you have in mind now is, like you said, you're picking up for your child. While you are
Yes.
filling the form on the beneficiary list, that is where your kids come in because you are picking it for
Okay.
them to ensure no matter what happens to you, they are the recipient of whatever it is you are doing right now. So it is your kid's name
Okay.
or your kid. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three. You are putting it in there. So that way it says anything happens to you, these are the people that are going to receive the money. Now, this is the question you have not even thought of. No, now, God forbid something happens. I think I'm even used to saying it, God forbid. Even that's because I
Yes,
guess I'm speaking. So now I'm saying, okay, now something happens. We cannot go over to a 5, 10, or 15-year-old to hand over millions of naira to them. You see now on that same proposal form, there is a part that says legal guardian. So now this is say if something were to happen to you, which is a policy holder, the legal guardian will be paid out that money. So that is the person that's going to take care of your kid to ensure she still lives on the good life and then sent to that school.
okay.
So it is not like leadway insurance, it is leadway assurance. We call it
Assurance.
assurance because regardless of what happens, your child's future is secure. Nothing that can happen to it, it is secure so long as you pick up a plan and your plan is active. So now back to what we're speaking on, which is the app. So now when you see the app, you get a personalized virtual account where you put it in, it will show your name and then lead you and the likes. So now this is where it is made easy. You have to pay 10,000 naira in a month. And I know sometimes we have good months and bad months. Now for the times where we have good months, if you have 50,000 naira, you put it in and then it will show you that. And I know that this is we're in September. We have October, November, December, January, February. When I was making an example of 10,000 naira, so I'm saying if you pay 50,000 naira, it will show on the app that your next due date is February. So this means you've made all due diligence till next month, so you can give yourself some peace of mind and ease. Now, for days where money are not as much as some months, now what you can do is you have to meet up with 10,000 naira. You now have to pay it all at once. On January 1st, you have 500 naira, put it there. On January 3rd, you have 2,000 naira, put it there. On the 5th of January, you have 500 naira. So long as you know what you're targeting and it is the future of your kid and it is important to you, you keep on remembering. I mean, we spend more than that on data every week. I'm not saying
Hmm.
money comes easy, but on data, and I know my fellow men are not here, on beer or on you are going out with your friends or your guys, you spend more on it. So what if you say 10,000 naira just to secure yourself and your kid's future? So that is it. So now people in diaspora as well, it is the same thing. You can pick up a plan. I have people, I heard of people in diaspora. It is,
So
but
it's not
there's one thing about this.
to your physical office if we want to do it with gateway assurance. It's not necessarily with the physical office, right?
No, it's not necessary. The everything we're in 2025. We don't have to be doing it like we are in the olden days. Right. So now everything is when you get a personalized, not a personalized, there's a proposal form. So I send that to you. You fill the form. The form would carry every of your person, just like you're filling it for a bank account as well. So your name, everything, and your KYC as well, which is the information to confirm that it is you, which is your signature and everything. That's it to say that your account is set up in everything about you. So if anything were to happen, you have to come with an information showing on that form that it is you. Just like how important it is to fill the right information of your beneficiaries. So if anything happens, they are the one coming for that money. The names and everything has to be on the ID card to say, okay, yes, then they would receive their claims. So you get a form. You don't have to come into the office or anything. You get a form, you fill everything in. So then that's it. After then, you just have to send it back and then we work on it.
Now I get better. Hmm. If you're just joining, the double tap on your screen to like, and also if you have not subscribed, do also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in case you're catching up with the replay, please do well to drop in your question at anytime that you're watching this video. For those that will be catching up with the replay, please do well to drop in your question. Our guests will surely find a way to answer your question anytime there's a question in there. So it's just this is just an like call it an awareness live stream video for parents to secure their children's life. Even myself, something I've been postponing and postponing. I think myself and my household are going to do the needful after now. And well, this way assurance has been a company that I've known over the years and they are doing so well. So probably before the end of this live stream, Mr. David will share his contact with us. So at any point you're watching this live stream or you're catching up with the replay, you can reach out to him for more explanation if you are not well cleared about this. He will definitely probably yeah, he will definitely give us his contact and possibly his email address so that we are going to reach out to him after now. So now lastly, I don't know, I think I still have a question before we wrap up this. You have given the practical example, and that is one thing we also want to be sure of. So, but on a final note, I want us to just, on a final, I want you to just advise mothers and parents watching right now or catching up with the replay on. Okay, there's a question here. The question says, "Does my savings comes with?" Thank you. I actually have this question at heart. Does savings comes with interest? And if that's one question. Answer that. Does the savings comes with interest like monthly? Then I want to ask also, if peradventure I'm not able to meet up with this month, will it be accumulated to next month or can I pay 5 months ahead of time? And once the other month comes rest, and if peradventure I could not meet up with the payment for a particular month, is there any penalty or something?
Okay. No, thank you for that question. The first one I want to attend to is, does my savings come with interest? Now, this is a particular plan that is not interest based. I want to be very clear. It is not interest based. I'm not saying you're not going to get more than you're putting in, but we do not call it interest based. It is an age based plan. This is why we preach this to people that the younger you are, the better or more you're going to get. So now it depends on your age what you're going to be getting in return. It is your age, because to run a quote and to run everything for it is your age that will determine what you're going to get in return. But one thing I've noticed is, I mean, there's even one baseline truth: you're getting more than you're putting in. So now it is now your age, because what a 25-year-old would get is different from what a 25-year-old and an additional 6 months would get. Uh, let me just read the first question first. So now this is saying that it's your age that will determine if you are 28, 29, 30, 31, 34. It is your age that will determine. But one thing is for sure, you are getting more than you're putting in. Way more than you're putting in. So it is just the whole critical illness benefit, death benefit is an addition as well to your money growing as well. So yeah, your money definitely grows. That's just that I'm going to give. So everyone else who wants a personalized plan tailored to them that will show in real numbers, because I cannot guess for you. I don't know how many years it will take your kid to get to university. I don't know how old you are. You personally are picking on the plan. So that is the big determinant in how much you're going to be getting in return. But one thing is for sure, you're getting more than you're putting in. Okay, now so
Wow.
I think you asked one more question, which is okay, for when you do
If I
not have enough money for a month, you cannot meet up for a month. Now this is the thing. It's just like we use bank account. When you leave it for a while, it goes dormant. You have to walk into the bank to wake it up. But this is quite different. You don't need any walking. The thing is, like I said, when you get your app, it will show active. At some point in time when you don't make a payment, which is you have 30 days. Sorry, you have 30 days to make a payment. Now, if you do not make that payment in 30 days, you have an extra 15 days to meet up with that payment. And like I said, you're picking up a monthly plan. So that means you have 45 days to make your maybe 10,000 or 100,000 naira payment. So if you don't make that payment, on that app, it will show you that your policy has gone lapsed. Now, you have missed for 1 month. So if you were to now pick it up the next month, for example, you're paying 50,000 naira every month. So that would entirely mean that you have to pay 100,000 naira for
okay,
it to go back active. Now, the entire truth of it is it will attract a little charge of maybe 500 or 1,000 naira. So now you're paying, I'm saying 100,000 naira. Oh, I'm not saying for 10,000 naira. Now maybe the extra charge is maybe 100 naira or 200 naira. That's to say, I mean, and also I would like to bring this in now that it came to mind. When your policy goes lapse, you are not entitled to every of the benefits we've listed. I was stating that if you are saving 50,000 naira every month and you're critically ill maybe in year two and all you have is what is 600,000 naira, it means you're going to get paid maybe 14 or 15 million naira in the amount you're supposed to get in the next 15 or 20 years, you pay to you immediately. Now, if your policy is not active, now you just made six payments and then you just forget about it and you're critically ill, you're not going to get your target amount. You're going to get the amount you have saved with the company because the company
okay,
cannot be taking risk on you and then you decide to just abandon your account. So if you're to be critically during that period, it is the amount that you have saved with the company that you will get. You're not getting what they promised you because for you to be entitled to some benefits, your policy has to be active. At least you have to be making in your savings from month in, month out to show that you are dedicated to your plan. So now to when you cannot make payments for a month, like I said, we are making a 10,000 naira payment. I mean, and you miss for a month. It means and it's not even just a month, it's 45 days. And I said this is made easier. You can be putting in 1,000, 1,000. So definitely for sure. So now if you don't now meet it, you have to pay maybe 20,000 or 500 or so. And the 500 is extra charges to just kick up or kickstart back your account. So that's it. So I also have another question here on the screen that says, how much is my
yes.
beneficiary entitled
How
to
much is the
if something happens to me? Are they entitled to the entire amount I'm supposed to get if I had completed the payment at maturity date? Okay, now that's like two questions in one. How much is my
yeah?
beneficiary
How much is
entitled
my
to?
beneficiary entitled to? If God forbid something happened to me, are they entitled to the entire?
Are they entitled to the entire amount I'm supposed to get if I had completed the payment? You see, there's only one thing about maturity date. Maturity date is there's nothing bad that's happening to you. For you to get maturity date, you are still alive because we have maturity date, we have critical illness, and then we have death benefits. So maturity date means at maturity date, maybe you pick up a 14 years plan, and at the 14th year, that's the termination of your plan. So you get the amount that is promised. The money is going to be paid to you, not to your kid. You are the policy holder. So when you receive the money, you get to decide how you want to pay your child school fees. Now that being said, if something were to happen to you, maybe in year two, year three, year four, like I said, so long as your policy is active, even if the person dies in year two, year three, year four, it is the money you're supposed to receive in the next 14, 15, or 20 years that will be paid to the beneficiary. So that's it.
Oh, okay,
So I also have,
okay,
what if the child is not aware of the plan? We just no, definitely not. So like I said, in the proposal form, you fill your beneficiaries next of kin, legal guardian. Now beneficiaries
okay,
are the people receiving the money. Now they could be below the age of 18. So definitely we cannot go and hand over millions to people below the age of 18. Now the next of kin is someone we have to reach out to when you're filling the form. It is someone we can reach out to if you are not available. Do you get my point now?
okay,
So there's one thing that's for sure. We would notice that something is going on. If I am the person you went to introduce your account to, or maybe Leadway will notice. You can see that they cannot get a hold of you. because lead even does some usual check-ins. And that aside, I mean, when you miss your payments, it has gone lapse. We'll definitely have to reach out to you, Mr. David. What happened to pay in the previous month? If we cannot reach out to you, we'll call your next of kin. That is your
Okay.
next of kin that will not tell us maybe something has happened to you. So we don't even have to. There are a lot of cases where even some families they didn't even know there was a certain woman and our child. She didn't know her husband even picked up a plan. She didn't know because when he died and we did not receive a payment, we had to call her to come in with the death certificate and prove that her husband was actually died was actually dead. Sorry about that. So when she came in with that, they got paid. They got the payout. So there's one thing that's for sure. Even if they do not know, so long as we've confirmed that the person is actually has actually passed on, they are still good to get the money. So that answers that question.
Okay.
So
I got the money before my child gets to secondary school.
if yes, you can, but the plan is not for your child. It is not for his secondary school. Every and I understand we know why we're doing this. One thing I would like us not to forget is the purpose of this plan. Because there's one thing that's for sure, bills will always continue. We're trying to ease it up for when we get to that point. So if you lose sight of the purpose, then the whole point is lost. But now for you saying, can you withdraw your money before my child comes to secondary school? Most definitely. After 2 years of your savings with us at Leadway, you have access to your money. And also when you would receive your policy document after you are picking up a plan with us. Let's say you pick up a plan with us today. By next week, when your plan is all active and after every verification is done, get your policy number and also get the policy document. So in that policy document, you get to read through everything. It gets to tell you if you come for your money in week in year 5, year 6, year 7, year 8, year 10, this is the amount you're going to get. And even after receiving that policy document, you have a 30 days grace period to say, okay, I've read it and I do not like what is in it. So you get refunded your money. And if you wish to proceed, you proceed. So there's 100% transparency in everything.
Okay. Okay. So I understand better, and I know some people watching now and those that will still catch up with the replay will understand better, just like as I am also understanding better. All right.
No
Thank you
worry,
so
the
much.
first person we are going to be welcoming to the Lively family is the person I'm staring at right now.
What do you say?
The first person I'm going to be welcoming to the Lively family is the person I'm staring at right now.
Okay, I say I did right. Okay.
It is you I'm staring at. I'm not staring at myself. It is you I'm staring at.
Okay. God will help us. Sincerely, it's a good one.
Amen.
Procrastination has always been the order of the day about this thing, and I think
Amen.
an end of procrastination. So everyone, just like let's avoid this procrastination of the thing. Nobody's dying now. We are going nowhere, but we have to secure what we need to secure. And also, see, this thing even came to mind the point that I live with one of my uncle, and he has another time he has two children, and I will see them doing some payments. It was even 225 they used to do them monthly. That was way 2018, 2019. So it's now done on me that wow, by now those what is small, the accumulation is something that we should be looking out for, not really this small money. And it all done is already securing the future ahead of time. We actually do this as parents. And wait, is it, can I as an adult can I do that for myself minus having a child? Probably I
Can
want
you?
to get then like as an adult now, I need to do some courses. Maybe I want to take up a course next year. Let's just say as an example, and I want to go into it so that to make me maybe pay maybe 50, I'm just making as maybe 50,000 every month, and I want to maybe I started by January. I'm aiming at doing a particular course next year. Can that be possible? Do you understand?
No. On this particular plan and its benefit, no. The term on this policy is 9 to 20 years.
Oh,
The term of policy is 9 to 20 years. That's why I'm saying. So now it is for like we are trying to make it as simple as possible. Yeah, even this plan you're speaking of now. If you want to say you want to leave your money for a year, it will require an entire lump sum. There's a lot of people doing that as well. That would require maybe you putting 500,000 naira and then you coming back for it in a year. That's you putting your savings at once. Now, the reason we made this kind of plan is to ensure that it is not strenuous to parents that have a lot of bills to pay. We are looking for bit by bit money to turn to an entire lump sum that's entirely useful to
Yes.
them in future. That's why the time of policy we're looking
Yes.
at is 9 to 20 years. That's like I said, the best time to start is when you were born, when they were born. The second best time is now.
Now.
So when your child starts to get to 9, 10 years old, we don't have a number of years to plan for him or her anymore. That way, if we are
Okay.
trying to look for 10 million naira in 5 or 10 years, that would require you to be paying 500,000 naira or a million naira every year. So that would be more strenuous. That's why I say plan as early as possible. And you can start with 10,000 naira as time goes on. You know, if you are doing 10,000 naira now, maybe for example, your target amount is maybe 4 million naira. As time goes on, when your income increases, you can switch it up to 50,000 naira. So that way, instead of
Oh,
getting
that's
4 million naira,
possible.
that's possible as well. So that way, instead of getting 15, 4 or 5 million naira at the end of maturity period, you're getting 10 million naira. So that way, the whole point is, no matter how small you're starting, so long as you know your target, it will still be met. So as our income grows, you can increase your input or your monthly premium. And there's also one thing about this I would like to explain. It is not only the monthly premium we offer, it is entirely flexible. It could be monthly, it could be quarterly, it could be semi-annually or annually. It depends on your inflow. That is how I'm going to tailor the plan to you.
Hmm. This is an eye-opener. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and effort. But the thing, I can have something here. He said that I want to remind parents that parenting is not just about today, it's about tomorrow. Plan part of the love we need to give to these children. And that is what we are trying to do on this live stream. Planning ahead. Just sometimes they will say, just like one comedian was saying that every second boy is a mistake. Whether it's a mistake or not, the child is alive. So we should plan them also with our plans so that everybody will be happy and life will be even easy for the parent. At that time they will be in school, then there will be something to fall back on.
Even if you have extra money, then you spend it on other things. You know that the one for your kids is entirely secure. So I would just say, since this is the end of our session, so this is just my
Yes.
challenge to everyone. Now you see, it is okay to listen, but it is even more worse to just listen and then just be nodding your head and thinking you're not going to take any plan towards it. Now the and I think for most people we are trying to create more for our kids that we didn't even meet on ground. So now it is okay to say, okay, God will do it and all. God will do it. God will definitely do it. But if you do not help yourself, we are lying to ourselves. So the thing is, then, and don't even tell yourself you will think about it. There's nothing to think about when it comes to your kids' education or their future. The best thing we can give them is have a straightforward and smooth system till they are done with their university. Then we can know, yes, we have done and played our part. Because regardless of how we want to think about it, education is still the best legacy they can get. To speak well, to be have a lot of understanding when you're speaking. So now take action today, not tomorrow, not next tomorrow. Whether is it you definitely would tell you a plan to use, and it is a free 10-minute consultation for everybody. There is no you making a payment or extra charges is costing, except what you want to put in
Got
to
your
secure.
contact, your email, so in case anyone is watching right now, or those people that will catch up with the replay, they will definitely just get through with you. Your email, definitely possibly your
Am I to write that? I don't know how to I don't know how to do all these things.
no,
Am
you
I
don't
to
have to. We can't even me myself. I can't type it. You just have to just say it. So as time goes on,
okay,
put
okay. Okay, so now, so my email address is Fagbola, Fagbola
actually you can do that
underscore
in the address.
David@yahoo.com. So my
So
email is
Fagbola
David@yahoo.com.
Fagbola underscore David at yahoo.com. Okay.
Now, to make it easier, if you want to reach out to me on WhatsApp, it is 090
Okay.
58
Okay.
35 2948. I repeat 090 58 35 2948. So I'm easily accessible on both. I literally check, even mostly on my emails, I check it every day. So I'm accessible. All you have to do is just book a 10-minute session. So I fit that into my schedule. And then I tailor a plan that best suits you. So then we see how much or what is more suitable for you. It's entirely up to what you want to do. I'm not giving you a specific amount or anything to put in. So yeah, that's time to talk. And now we know for sure it is whatever it is we prepare now that we can see in the future. And I would love for everyone to have a look back at this today and say, okay, my child has come to me to say he wants to go to university. And then you can say with a smile on your face that, yes, I am prepared for it. Not you being worried and then you have to start crying overnight and praying to God for a miraculous miracle. But if you've made plan for it, you know that, yes, you have given yourself a big start. So yeah, that's much about it. Thank you everyone for joining, and I really appreciate everyone's
So
time because I
thank you
definitely
so
understand how busy we can get.
thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So everyone that joined in, those that drop a comment and those that did not, anyway, to say thank you so much. I'm really grateful to you all and I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. God bless you. The best thing for us to do as parents is to secure the future of our children, and that is working concerning their academics. And I know and I wish everybody good luck as we embark on this. You can reach out to him. He works with reassurance, and if you feel you want to go on with other platform whatsoever, you can do it. The main thing is for you to please plan ahead for these children. We as an adult, we know what our parents went through when we were in school, and we know that everything should be better in their own season. So I know that everything will work out best for every parent watching me right now. For everyone, thank you so much for joining us. For those that will catch up with you today, thank you for watching till now. Please, if you have any comment, please do well to drop it in the comment section. Do well to share this particular video with one or two persons that you think will be useful for them. So, like our guest said, you can start planning for your children now, even whether you are giving birth to them or not. And if for nature you do not do it, then you can start it now. Just that to take a whole lot more. Thank you so much. I can thank you so much. I cannot but say thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate your help on this. And David Fagbola, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I'm saying bye to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Bye. Just remember that everything Mama talk about motherhood, marriage, and relationship, a lot of videos for you to watch on my channel. So do well to visit one or two videos today. Drop a comment for me and I say God bless you and do that in Jesus' name. Bye.